Hi, welcome back to the channel. Let me ask you a question. Do you ever feel like Christian discipleship sounds great in theory, but in practice it's hard to keep up with? You know, you start a Bible reading plan and then a few weeks later or even a few days later you're already behind and that makes you feel rubbish. Or maybe you want to be part of a small group or part of a group of people, but schedules don't always line up and you find it difficult to actually fit in with other people's timelines, and so again you just give up. Or maybe you want some help and you don't know where to look. You know that the tools and the apps out there that you could use, but where do you start? And that's where this channel comes into place. So I'm relaunching the channel with a fresh focus, looking at practical discipleship tools in this digital age. When I first launched this channel back in February 22, I started by looking at different Bible apps, and it was always my intention to carry it forward and look at other aspects of Christian discipleship. To explore all the different digital tools that are out there.
Apps such as Olive Tree, YouVersion, Through the Word. I mean, those are just three of many. So we look here right now. Media is a really good source of study material. I use that one. A really good one is the Bible Project. So as well as reading the Bible and studying the Bible, I'm going to talk about meeting tools. So I'll talk about things like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Google Meet are all good ones on there. I've used all meeting places there as well. There's AltSpace VR, which is really good, and there is VR Chat. Social media, you know, things like Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook Messenger, just to keep that dialogue going. So the channel is the Church Digital. Somebody I know said has got interviews with various different churches and online churches.
But unfortunately, I was also juggling a full-time job at the time, which meant it was very difficult for me to give this channel the attention that it really deserved. So what's changed? Well, a month ago I retired. I hit 62 and decided to take retirement early. So now I have a lot more focus. So basically now I don't have that job constantly overshadowing me. And I can start to really focus on bringing this channel to life. Because for me, discipleship, it's the heartbeat of Christian life. It's a thing that really matters. You know, if we are going to be serious in our Christian journey, in our discipleship journey, then we have to take seriously what Jesus said. And Jesus didn't just say, "Believe in me." He said to his followers and to his early disciples, "Follow me." And that meant making daily choices, daily habits, and daily learning progress to actually do that, so that we can actually follow Christ and do the things that he did. But here's the challenge, you know, as you know, life is busy, we're distracted, and I've been distracted for the last few years. But the good news is that there are many tools available, you know, and to be honest, looking at what the tools that are available now compared to when I started this channel in 2022, there's a lot more that are out there, and these can help. And there's lots of apps out there, online groups and online ways of meeting together, simple study methods that we can take from that, and all these can take us from feeling stuck and stumbling through to actually going and actually starting to make progress. And that's what I wanted this channel to do, to make discipleship a practical, doable, and yes, even exciting sort of thing. Because I know that when I first started doing this, I was very excited because it was sort of a thing that was starting to really gain traction. And I think hopefully by being part of this journey with me, you'll find that to be true as well. So, what's discipleship? Let's define it. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. I'm just going to give it a bit of an overview, really. Discipleship isn't about being some sort of super Christian. It's simply about learning like Jesus. I mean, if we look at the original disciples, they were forever tripping over their own feet. And I think that gives us great encouragement, because as we, as disciples, will trip over our feet. But just like the disciples then, who constantly learned, taking one step at a time, that's what it is. It's taking one step at a time to try and live like Jesus, to try and follow the teaching that he has, and helping others do the same. Think of it as a journey. It's a journey, not a checklist. It's not a matter of ticking off the great spiritual insight that I've suddenly learned. It's just learning one step at a time, improving one step at a time. To be a disciple, we don't have to have it all together. We just need to keep on taking intentionally that next step. And that's why I really want to get involved with discipleship. And I want you to be involved in that journey as well. It's for everyone, no matter where you are on that journey. Whether you've been following Jesus for years or whether you just started. There's always a next step. There's always something new to learn. And so, is there tools out there to help us? Can we use the technology we have to help us to do that journey? Well, yes, of course, that's what this channel is about. Now, technology is a bit of a double-edged sword. On one hand, it can be a huge distraction. Social media can eat up hours without us even realising it. You know, many of us, self-included, get stuck scrolling through all those latest posts on whatever social media channel we choose to follow. On the other hand, it can also be a powerful tool for growth. Now, most of us now have access to a smartphone. Apple or Android doesn't really matter, but these are now an incredible potential for discipleship. You know, whether it's a smartphone, whether it's a tablet, whether it's a PC. In these things we can carry entire Bibles, entire commentaries, entire devotionals, right there in our pockets, accessible whenever and wherever we are. We can open up a Bible. We can do a Bible study. We can join a small group with friends from across the country or even across the world. I myself am part of an international small group, followers in the US, some in Europe. And some of those will join on the phone, some of them will join on a PC. You know, it doesn't really matter. The technology is there to actually bring us together, however we happen to want to connect with each other. And that's the opportunity we have. And with this channel, and what I want to do, and what I will try and do in the next few weeks in going forward, is to take apart that technology to see how we can use it to improve our discipleship journey. So what's coming? In the new relaunch, I've decided to look at 5 aspects, and what I'll do, I'll do videos for each of those little aspects. One, foundation of discipleship. We'll sort of have a look and a bit of a dive into what discipleship is, and why it's important that we do it. We'll look at Bible study tools and apps. So we'll look at some of those. We'll do reviews and tutorials on how to use those, so we're not wasting time looking at the wrong ones. And I'll probably update some of my earlier stuff on there as well. I'll look at online community and fellowship. How do we build real connections online? You know, ideally, physical, I would always say a physical group where you're actually meeting together is probably the best we can do. But what happens if you can't do that? Like I couldn't. I used to have a job where basically I was traveling away from home, and online small group was the most important thing to me. I'll look at Bible study methods, practical techniques. Now, there's a few different ways of looking at the Bible. There's things like what they call inductive study and verse mapping and sort of these other sort of things which I'll talk about in later videos. Ways of actually taking our personal Bible study to the next level, to taking a technique that actually allows us to sort of take apart the scriptures that we're reading. So there's going to be a good few videos coming up. So there's going to be a lot of videos to come with more to follow, and my goal is simple: to give you the tools and the encouragement to use them right away. So if you want to grow your walk with Jesus, like I always do, if you're ready to make discipleship a practical part of everyday life, then do please hit subscribe and join the journey. Hit subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll know when the next videos are coming out. And here's something, in the comments, write in the comments now, what's the biggest challenge you would say you have when it comes to discipleship? Right now, what is it that maybe makes you really trip it more than any others? Is it staying consistent with Bible study? Is it just understanding the Bible? Is it connecting with other Christians? I'd love to hear, because that's what this channel is about. And the things you tell me will shape the things that I talk about and discuss in future videos. I'm quite excited to launch this channel. It's something I've wanted to do for the last couple of years, and I've been tripping up, and now I'm actually free to actually do that. I'm actually quite excited. Remember, discipleship, it's not about perfection. It's about progress. It's that next step. Jesus taught his disciples over time until they were ready to go out and make new disciples. And it was done step by step. They grew together, and they worked together, and they learned together. And that's what we do as disciples now in this technological age. We grow together, we work together, we learn together to be more like Christ. So as we go forward in discipleship together, please join me on this journey. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Tell me about your own discipleship journey. In the next video, what I want to do is maybe take a little bit more of a dive into what it is to be a disciple. So don't forget to hit the subscribe and that notification bell, because if you won't want to miss the next one as we start this journey together. So thanks for watching. God bless, and I'll see you on the next one.